Alistair Crotchet here again with another edition of The Roots of Song. And as many of you know who follow the progress of this programme, I go to very many remote parts of the world in search of the roots of song, some being really quite remote and some savage. I am today located in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and I have here two, I would say, civic treasures and exemplars of the art.
That's nice of you, Alistair. You called us civic treasures. Take a load off, Alistair. Have a seat over here. We got plenty of room. Sit down right here. I hope you're not allergic to dog hair. That's my little dog's favorite place.
Oh, a man of my travel experience. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Well then, thank you all very much indeed. And here I am once again, and on my left is Mr. Banjo Bill, and on my right is Mr. B.J. Redman. B.J. Redman, who is Banjo Bill's partner.
Oh, we're just good friends.
Yeah, just friends.
And they are friends. So let us then move on to the first topic at hand, which is to say the music and the songs of a gentleman named Mr. Huddy Leadbelly, who I assume you know. You've heard of this.
Yeah. He used to work at the factory where we're working at right now.
You know him?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
Don't you remember there was that time he was with Mary Lou and her daddy got all mad? Pulled out a shotgun.
I know Mary Lou. Pumped him full of lead. That's how come they called him Leadbelly.
That's it.
Gentlemen, let us remain with the roots of song, please. And what's the
Say, is he that boy they called Big Eddie before?
Big Eddie, that's him. God rest his soul.
Eddie. Let us move on and let us discuss the music of this gentleman, whatever his name might have been. And the one I have in mind particularly is the song entitled The Rock Island Line. Now, the Rock Island Line, I am persuaded, is a reference to the massive network.
Yeah, you know
of
that song,
Rock Island Line.
That is by the good road. That's the one.
Yes, the road.
Yeah, the road to ride. That's precisely so.
We know that.
Precisely so. And this,
That's an old song.
I have no doubt that this is a reference to this network of highways and motorways that crisscross the country and were constructed at a time when Mr. Leadbelly wrote this song. I mean, I think this is indisputable, is it not?
Sir, it's about a railroad.
Oh, no, there are no railways in this country.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah, you just go across town.
Just on the other side of Goober.
No, I don't.
It's not, I wouldn't go there.
No, not at night time.
No. Gentlemen, only yesterday I was getting petrol at one of your filling stations, and they gave me a receipt, and I realised at that point that this was a reference to get your ticket at the station for the Rock Island Line.
No, sir, I don't mean any
system.
disrespect, sir, and I understand how you can get confused. There's a road and a railroad. You shouldn't be embarrassed about knowing that. Sometimes I don't know things like that.
We must agree to disagree.
But see, a railroad is where they have like trains, choo-choo trains.
Choo-choo train. I gather from what you said previously that you are both factory workers.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
That's right.
And may I therefore conclude that your music is an avocation?
Oh, they don't give us any of those at the factory.
No.
They're real hard-nosed.
Yeah, I got laid off.
I got laid off 3 times, but it wasn't no vacation.
No.
Like you said.
Well then, may I inquire what it is you manufacture?
Show him, BJ.
Oh, we make these things here. Yeah.
What on earth is it?
Do you know, BJ?
Well, I didn't. I was talking to Jimmy the other day.
Jimmy doesn't know anything.
No, Jimmy don't know nothing. But I figured it out because they got those hats at the baseball games where the fellas can put a beer can in each side and they have 2 beers.
2 beer cans. I know.
Yeah,
I like
they
that.
can drink it without even having to use their hands. Well, this is kind of like that. See, it's got the hose that sticks up there, and if you go swimming underneath the water, what do you call that?
Yeah. It's a beer snorkel.
That's a beer snorkel. That's what it is. You pour your beer in the top.
I didn't know we weren't making anything that useful.
Yeah.
Well, may I say then? May I simply say that to me it looks like a bit of a hookah. Do you have hookahs around in these parts?
Well, of course we do. Over at the bait shop, we got hookahs that you can catch catfish with and bass.
BJ, he is not talking about that kind of hookah. He's talking about hookahs. Prostitutes.
Oh, prostitutes. I know about those, yeah. Because you remember Jim Spielding, that used to be the quarterback of the
fellow with the real big hands.
Oh, yeah. I went to him. You know, he's a doctor now.
Gentlemen.
He gave me a prostitute exam. I ain't going back to see him again. I tell you what.
Gentlemen, may we please return to this interview concerning music?
We're musicians.
Yes, you are indeed, and this is an interview.
Interview?
Yes, it's an interview. What do you think that thing is out there?
We're going to be on TV.
Oh, it's camera.
BJ, I think that's what he's talking about.
On TV? I didn't fix my hair. Howdy.
Well, we appear to be out of time now, and so I shall, as I always do, conclude the programme with the famous question posed by Gerard de Nerval. That question, of course, being, what genre, in the vernacular tradition, has influenced your practice? And outside, of course, your own regional class and ethnic heritage. I mean, idiomatically, of course.
BJ, did he just call us idiomatics?
Well, I don't think he meant that, Bill.
I understand that we have not had the advantages, perhaps, that he has had, but...
Well, yeah, he's been all around the
but
world.
I don't see any call for him to call
I
us
fear
names.
we're out of time now.
He talks real pretty.
Please join me next week. I will be in Somalia, and I will be investigating the piratical roots of the Shanti, sea Shanti tradition of that culture.
But, you know,
Until
he
then,
can't even get his words right. I mean,
This is Alistair Crotchet reminding you to please
I think maybe there's
stay in
something
tune.
not right up there. He's not making those connections. You know?
So
So
you
we
don't
need to
think
be-
he may not just he may not understand what he's saying.